Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, I'm here to tell you, society does not care about you. They told you you need to go to college. For what? You're not gonna have a fleet of Lambos. You'll know how to spell Lamborghini correctly, and you will never drive one. I repeat, you'll learn how to spell Lamborghini correctly, but you won't know how to drive one. You won't know how to shift the gears. You won't be able to afford it after all the debt you're gonna be in. They lied to you. Society cares about if they can use you. I used to want to be a doctor until I dropped out of 10th grade because I'm like, bruh, what's the point of going to school for 8 years, taking all these tests? You gotta take so many tests just to make 200,000. If they decide they need you in the doctor field once you get out, and you're already gonna be down, what? Don't you gotta pay for the test also? So these guys are studying their whole life just to make 200K. Soon as you get a house, you no longer make that 200K anymore. That 200K is not all yours anymore. And what's that after taxes? What is that, 100K? You're only gonna make 100K after taxes. That's still not enough to pay off your debt. 15 years later, even if you did make it to become a doctor, you're still paying off your debt. That money that you're making at the doctor field is still not yours. I told you, if you want to fit in, you are easily to be manipulated. It's too easy. It's too easy. They told you, if you read the 48 Laws of Power, the 48 Laws of Power is not going to tell you to be an entrepreneur. It's not going to tell you, don't go to college. It's 2025. They're paying pennies on the dollar. You're learning to be educated and broke. You're going to be educated in debt. This is how they finessed you. The melanated community is the easiest community to be finessed because none of them are individuals. They all think community. So since they all think community, you tell one of them this, they all believe it. Oh, they're going to come out with a study and say melanated people are the least educated. Society is going to laugh at them because society wants to be able to use you. Since society can't use you, they'll laugh at you. And people care about validation in the melanated community. They want to be validated. They want a seat at the table. So since they want a seat at the table, we could finesse these people. Tell them if they don't go to college, they won't be rich. So you're going to go to college just for a dude like me to drop out of 10th grade and make it to the penthouse. How many doctors are going to be able to be in a penthouse? They're not coming to the penthouse. They got to pay off all their student loan debt. They still live at home with their parents. Do you know how many doctors live at home with their parents? And they make they don't make six figures. Because after taxes, the world is built for entrepreneurs, content creators, businessmen. If that's not what you are, you won't make it. Society will only highlight the businessman and the entrepreneur's failures. They only highlight the failures. They're not going to highlight how many people in business are really winning, how many content creators are really winning, how many entrepreneurs are really winning. They're not going to tell you about that. Society's job is to finesse you so you can go pay money back to their system, get the person who owns the college really super rich. Super rich. Super rich. While you are going to be negative 200K. Super broke. Like super, like really super broke. You'll know how to spell every word in a dictionary, and you won't know how to spell I just got a new Lambo. You won't know how to spell that because you won't get a new Lambo. You won't get a new mansion. You're going to have to use somebody else with that manipulation book taught you. You're going to have to be a wolf. You're going to have to use people instead of using your own brain. Saint in the Center made a video talking about women don't know how to think for themselves. He doesn't know how to think for himself. He talking about, well, I went to this college and I was the top performer. Nobody cares about you. So if you are the top performer, who's gonna clap? Because I'm not gonna clap. I dropped out of 10th grade. I don't know how to spell clap. But I will know how to spell Lamborghini as soon as I hop in it. If I don't know how to spell Lambo, I'll know how to start it. I've been in Lambos before. I do know how to start the Lambo. I know how to start a 2017 Huracan. I know how to start that. Most people who go to college, they won't see that unless they're in the NFL or NBA or some type of professional sports. They won't make it. They believe in a system. They literally believe in the same system that does not care about you. You believe in the people who don't care about you. You don't believe in yourself. You believe in their system. They're going to tell you fake statistics. Well, people in these neighborhoods, they're victims, and they chose to have SEX in low-income neighborhoods. They chose to be losers. They chose to be sore losers in their life from lack of wisdom. They taught you that wisdom means how many books you read. Those are all manipulation books. The fact you gotta manipulate somebody, it shows they don't care about you. You need to learn manipulation. They don't care about you. Female nature translates to they don't care about you. If they don't benefit off of you in society, they don't care about you, bro. What do you not understand? What do you not get this? Let me say it in slow motion for you guys. If they cannot benefit off of you in society, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Not one bit. So the body game, they're going to teach you, how's your dating life been since you got buff? How's your dating life since you got a six-pack? They don't care about you. Everything is me, 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 me. Everybody is living in an individual life. They only care about their benefit. If they can't benefit, listen, just like all the red pill dudes, if they're not getting laid by the woman that they see on that IG, they're mad. But if they are, they're happy because they only care about me, me, me. They're going to tell you, you need to be smashing them. But as soon as you end up on child support, they're not on child support. So they're going to keep putting out that message. You're going to be like, damn, but they told me to. But they don't care about you. That's what you failed to realize. You wanted to be on the sidelines rooting for a person who don't care about you. Your parents told you to go to college because they don't know about social media. They highlight all the YouTubers who don't make it. They don't highlight the YouTubers who do make it. They don't highlight the entrepreneurs who are multimillionaires. They don't want to show you that, bro. Because then if they only show you, if you become an entrepreneur, it's risky. Guess what? Now you think entrepreneur is not the way. They're not telling you college is risky. Yeah, that's the biggest risk. You're going to be putting a negative $200K. You're going to be putting a student loan debt. And it's a risk. How are you going to make that back? You're depending on that system. You're depending on them. So since you depend on somebody else, you got to wait till they decide to give it to you. You're dependent. You're not independent. The funniest thing ever, well, it's not funny, but the craziest thing ever is they taught people to be independent, but depend on a system at the same time. You're not independent. They taught you how to be fake confident. You're not really confident. That's why you gotta brag and tell people. The fact you have to tell people, I went to Harvard, but I really went to Stafford. They don't care about you. If you didn't say that, they wouldn't care about you. You want to fit into society that does not care about you. What sense does that make? That's like hanging around a person, like the red pill tells you. Chase the woman on IG who's overlooking you, who's leaving your DMs on unread. If you're not smashing her, you're not that guy. Bruh, they don't care about you. If she feels she can benefit off you, elevate her life off of you, no, she's gonna read that message. She's gonna respond like this. If Drake hit her up, she gonna, you hit her up. 3 hours later, oh, she still ain't seen my. Let me check those cash apps. They not sending no cash apps. They don't care about you. You going to college for what? It's 2025. The world is for entrepreneurs and businessmen. Those are the only people who can afford houses in Aspen. Those are the only people who will be able to afford Dubai. Those are the only people who will be able to afford Monaco. Oh, all those people who went to college, they're not going to Monaco, bro. The entry level is $4 million. We won't see none of those guys who've been to college unless they own the college. We won't see them in Monaco. But yeah, we won't see them around the $4 million entry level type of places in this world. We will not see them. They will exist right down the street next to the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They all wanted to fit into society. They'll all live next to each other. They'll all be in competition with each other to fit in more. To be more out of shape. Well, I'm more out of shape than you, so I can be more disrespectful than you. Why make 100K in 1 year? But dudes are on YouTube making 100K in 12 days. But you don't want to create content. You want to sit back and watch it. You want to be the guy who's watching it. You want to spectate. Oh, he messing with the baddest. Okay, I see you. I know why he's smiling. But you're with the goggles. You're watching. You're the creep. You are the creep. You're watching. You have no ecosystem going on. Like, what are you doing? You got to learn about slavery. My daughters and my sons, they will never know that even existed. They may get made fun of online too also and say, oh, you got daddy's money. Well, tell them you got a Lambo Urus at 16. Tell them daddy had you a Lambo Urus at 13, but you had to wait till you're 16 to be able to drive it. Tell them daddy had you practicing driving lessons in a Lambo Urus. You never knew what it felt like to live on Section 8. You never knew what it felt like to even... My sons and daughters won't even know a Honda exists. They won't even know a Honda exists. What the hell, Leonte, is a Honda? They won't know what that means. A Honda, they won't know how to spell that. They won't know how to spell Ferrari, but they'll have a Ferrari. Listen, my kids could do whatever, bro. As long as they learn the language, that's all they need to learn is how to... You know, how to get around and talk. They don't gotta read no books. We already rich. They don't have to read no books. That's for the people who have to fit in just to make 100K, but they gotta pay back 300,000 in debt. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. College tells you you have to be mean to make it out here in life. You have to disrespect people. You have to use people. But you're still going to be in debt. You did all that using people. But you could only manage to be around the people who also wanted to fit in. You couldn't be around the people in Aspen. You couldn't be around the people in Dubai. You couldn't be around the people in Monaco. You couldn't be around the people in Puerto Banus. It's like, bruh, fit in for what? Want to be liked for what? I got muscles for motivational purposes. Muscles for a body game, for a female attraction, for what? They still gonna use you just like they using the last dude. Now they look at you as the bodyguard. Now they gonna talk trash to some other dude who they know is crazy. Now they putting your life in. Listen, I don't have time for that. I gotta get the Monaco. I gotta get the Puerto Banus. I gotta get the Dubai, the DR, and a yacht. I got stuff to do. I don't want to study for no tests. I don't want to read no manipulation books. Because I'm not learning manipulation. Manipulation is for people who want to be liked by people who already don't like them. So they got to manipulate them into liking them. Bruh, who has time for this? People in debt? People that go to college to waste time? You're not going to be a multimillionaire in college. Not in 2025. Maybe in 2012, maybe in 1970. Still, not even. Well, I went to Harvard. Well, I got a PhD bachelor's degree. Well, you're in debt. Well, you won't be my neighbor in Puerto Banus unless you go use somebody who's a multimillionaire. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.